That gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an A. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that?
Can Zeke deke again? It's the coach. This is the 2019 season.
Now, the good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Tonight we start Week 14 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 22 carries, 110 yards in the score.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. First down, and it's Pollard again. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The rushing numbers last week for Cohen, 7 carries, 55 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
From the 29, Dobbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On first down, Dobbs to throw. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Draw play, Cohen, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Here's Dobbs to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Good one, Gordon Johnson. Let's go.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Get right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. I'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Here's Pollard. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flex.
On 1st and 10, Downs looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Dobbs to the right side, complete to Miller. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Throwing on 1st down. Dobbs throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patterson. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually...
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go to Elliott again. He's got the first down and more past midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Prescott throwing complete to Cobb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Let's go, defense.
10th carry now for Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw Dobbs. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This one left side caught by Patterson. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Check 55, Mike.
On play action, it's Dobbs. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, Dobbs. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
To try again after the sack, Dobbs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Davis. His 6th touchdown of the season as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Check, 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 check.
Now Pollard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Prescott to throw on 4th. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Back to throw.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Back to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cohen. And he takes this one in for the Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 5. A little under 50 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Jim. We're going to 53.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. Complete to Jason Witten. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. Prescott now. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot now for Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot